Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here and...
Brad.
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 Just Brad.
Brad.
Brad's out doing something.
Filling the spices.
Oh, I didn't know if you were eating olives.
I had a couple, yeah.
I heard the jar.
Yeah.
Brad loves him some green olive now, people. It's a sad day if there are not green olives in our house for Mr. Man. Right, honey?
Well, you know, we do have one of those in case of emergency break glass, extra small jars.
Yeah, I keep one extra now, small jar of the green olives in the pantry in case, you know. But it is March 25th, 2019. I almost said 18. Monday afternoon at 4:01 p.m. It is 76 degrees. Feels like 76. The low will be 56 tonight. Partially cloudy. 10% chance of rain. Humidity is at 52%. Wind is 12 miles per hour from the southwest. Sunrise was at 7:35 a.m. and sunset was 7:51 p.m. And tomorrow, it's supposed to be basically the same. Except we have 50% chance of rain tomorrow night. So that's what's going on there. I know I haven't made a video in a few days. You guys know I've been feeling rather kind of under the weather. I'm really, really struggling with getting my blood sugar under control. And I'm really, really being very strict on what I eat. No more M&Ms or anything. And I know it probably takes a little bit. I did up my insulin by 10, which I know I safely could do. And that is helping bring it down somewhat. Just so, you know, I've been feeling real dizzy, real super tired, and I know it's fibromyalgia, and I know that chronic fatigue syndrome can go hand in hand. But I've been doing what I can, and, you know, keeping up with the housework and stuff. Brad has been in a lot of pain. It comes toward the end of his work week. He is always in a lot of pain, but he had a lot of big orders come in, you know, for him to work for stock and stuff, you know, because there he does it all. And they don't even have a dolly or anything. So we've been dealing with that. A lot of TENS unit, a lot of muscle rub, you know, and a lot of downtime. We did do some yard work yesterday. You know, I picked up trash out back. It wasn't a whole lot, but just enough to bother me. I'll tell you guys something. I have a fetish about trash. I hate trash to be around of any sort. Brad will tell you that. Huh, honey?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always bagging it up and he's taking it out, you know, because I hate trash to be around. So I tidied up out there. I did some raking. Brad did some tidying up out front and stuff. And his hip was just hurting. I'm like, why don't we just go in? You don't have to mow. You know, it's not even part of our lease thing that we have to mowing. And I'm like, it's not like we have a little dog any longer. You know, it was more important that he got some rest. We did that yesterday. He woke up today feeling better, but he's still in quite a bit of pain. And, you know, for right now, we spend his 2 days off trying to get him recouped enough for him to go back to work on Tuesday. So, and that's just what it is until we see the doctor. Infection-wise, I'm doing a lot better. The new antibiotic is cleared up and stuff is clearing up. I still will be on it for another 4 weeks. She always puts me on an extended. That'll be right about the time I see her. I'll be out just a little bit, so that'll be good. Haven't done any artwork in the last 4 days or so because it's been cold at night, and so yeah, and I've been real tired, so I've been actually going to bed with Brad, and you know, a lot of times he'll get back up and watch some TV and stuff, but I've been so tired that yeah, I've been enjoying in the evenings going into our bedroom and watching TV in there, whether he's watching a movie out here or he comes in and joins me. And he's making us our main meal for food. I had to get a drink of coffee. So,
It might be too loud.
no, you're not, hon. I was telling him you were cooking dinner. Our main meal. He's making hamburgers and doing some tater tots in the air fryer. That's what he's doing there. And because I had like yogurt and a banana this morning, and then sorry, I keep itching. I got some ants bit me, even though I was wearing bug spray. They didn't get me as bad if I hadn't been wearing. But of course, you know, it really stings when they get your fingers. That was outside the other day, not in here. So I forgot where I was at. So yeah, and then we'll eat that, and I won't eat bread with my hamburgers. I just like the patties. And then, and won't have that many tater tots. Well, I have, you know, an adequate enough. That'll probably be the only carbs I consume. I mean, you know, purposeful carbs. And then I'll have a salad later tonight. Yep, that's what I'll do. So, besides that, I have been working on hats. I know I'm behind on my art challenge. I'm so sorry, Mary and Dave and Leanne. And it's not the Leanne that you guys know here. The Leanne I'm talking about, I'm friends with on Facebook. I don't know if she does YouTube. She used to do a few YouTube. You know, but her name is spelled L-E-E and then the word and. So, I know I'm behind. I'm going to try and catch up. I have been working on hats. And I'm finishing a big one right now. I didn't think you guys would mind if I chit-chat with you while I finish it. This is just a scrap hat, as I call them, and it's an extra large adult. A lot of fun colors and stuff. So, I'm almost done with it. But, so what else? What else we have to talk about? Just nothing. And I know for a lot of people, if you've been out in the workforce and you're used to that, and Brad has been of that mindset that you're going to power through the pain no matter what, because, you know, that job has to be done. And, but you have to have a different kind of mindset here at home. And that's what I was talking to Brad about the other day, is I said, you know, you're not at work. This doesn't have to be done today. You know, you can take it easier. It doesn't matter if it gets done during the week. It doesn't matter if it waits till next weekend. I mean, that grass not going anywhere, and we're not going anywhere, and it's, you know, sometimes you got to learn how to do things a completely different way, or you have to put it off because, you know, it's just what's just best for your overall health and psyche, because we all know that if you're in a lot of extreme pain for a long time, it really can help you, hurt you psychologically. It makes you very depressed. It makes you feel like everything is very hopeless and stuff because, you know, you're always in pain and you're always dealing with that, you know, and, you know, that downtime is precious. If you don't feel like the pain's ever going to end and you're not ever going to get any downtime, yeah, you know, we're all only human, as we say, or mostly human. But, so that's what we've been doing, and, you know, he's darn sure done it enough times. Is any time I say to him, Brad, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get this done or that done because, you know, I'm not feeling good or whatever. He's like, well, don't worry about it. In fact, I had wanted to clean up the backyard all during last week, and you guys heard me talk about it. I just wasn't well enough, especially when I got so dizzy and stuff, that I just wasn't able to do it until, you know, the weekend. And even then, I would go and I would clean up a little bit, pick up trash and stuff, because we had some rugs that we had on the ground and stuff, you know, using for a pathway and stuff. It got so soiled, and these happen to be these rugs, and I love them, and they're beautiful, but you launder them, and they just disintegrate, basically. So, you know, I've thrown those away and stuff. You know, pulling away all the vegetation away from the trailer skirting, because bugs love to live in that and stuff. So, but I would do a little bit and get dizzy and then sit down and then do a little bit and, you know, and, you know, we'll do a little bit as we can go. really want to get some tomato plants. I just don't really have the extra funds right now. But, you know, maybe payday. I don't know. We got to get that Jeep fixed. Get that, because that's kind of miserable riding in that right now. Because, you know, it's getting warmer here. But we will payday. We'll get that fixed. And, what else? Dogs are fine. They're doing good. Nixie's been limping a little bit. I'm not sure what. I've been looking at her foot as she'll let me, and I don't see anything, you know.
She's walking fine today.
Is she walking fine today?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if maybe she has a little thorn up in there or something. I don't know.
Well, and right now she's a little mad at me because I didn't let her lay outside.
Oh, yeah, she wanted to lay outside, and we didn't, you know, we didn't let her. We don't, here I don't leave my dogs, because since our dogs have to be tethered or on a leash, because, you know, we haven't put a fence in because we would have to leave it, right? I will not do that and leave them outside alone, because I think it's unfair, especially because there are some dogs that from up the street, they're not even in this trailer park, that come in this park. So you have your animal tethered, you're leaving them at another animal's mercies. Plus, we have wild animals and stuff. You know, so, you know, she was mad because Brad didn't let her just stay out there and, you know, lay in the sunshine and stuff. So she'll get over it. But, yeah, everything's going good. I mean, I just been keeping kind of busy, been being kind of low-key and stuff. I just, you know, just the way life is. And, you know, as far as we know, we haven't heard much from our sister-in-law, really, because she's busy and stuff, you know, with her own life. And also, they got a new puppy. Her husband went up yesterday and got this little mini Aussie. Cute little fella. They named it Skip. And I don't know the whole story, but I believe it's a rescue. Is it a rescue, honey?
I think so.
I know they usually do all rescues. And, because she's been, you know, struggling with her mom, you know, going downhill and stuff, and just some personal stuff in her life. And, she thought that would bring a lot of joy and stuff to the house. They have 2 other dogs and 2 cats, so, you know, they went and did that. So we didn't really hear much. We do know that yesterday when they went to visit Brad's mom, that she was asleep. Because she's full hospice, you know, now and stuff. So her roommate had passed away a couple weeks ago, which was upsetting to her, of course, you know, and stuff. And she's in a different room now. And even though they told her she was going to have to go to a different room, you know, because there's different areas, of course, to any facility, she's mad, you know.
But she is right by a window now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
That's right. That's what Brad talked with his niece, with our niece, Brittany, yesterday when he called over at his sister-in-law's house. And his sister-in-law wasn't home right at the moment, but our niece, Brittany, was. And, yeah, so she said that she did get right by a window, so that'll help. She'll enjoy that, because, you know, she's completely nonverbal now, and, you know, going through her last phases and of life and stuff, so she, is, that'll be nice. She likes to look outside anyway and stuff. She'd normally sat by a window, yeah, when she was, you know, in her home and stuff, so that'll be good. That'll be very good. So that's what's going on there. You know, don't really have any big plans or anything right now. I mean, there's got some festivals and stuff coming up here in the next month or so. We're hoping Brad can get time off for and stuff. You know, that would be nice. I'm anxious. We're talking about where we're going to put our garden. We're going to have a much smaller garden this year. Because, you know, the birds and the critters out here just really do havoc on your vegetation. So I have 4 of those topsy-turvy planters, and I'm going to use all 4 for the tomatoes. And then we're going to do cucumbers.
Watermelon and pumpkin.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind trying like cantaloupe or something. And that's going to be it. The rest of the stuff is cheap enough to buy at the grocery store and stuff that, we're just going to do a real small, easy to take care of, something I could take care of easy enough. Somebody had given me a suggestion, and I don't remember who, that they use cardboard instead of buying that plastic liner stuff, that you put holes in and plant your garden. And so I've been saving up the big chewy boxes that we get, and so we'll do that. That'll be nice. And that is biodegradable. That's another nice thing. So we're going to do that. Because, like I said, I want it to be something that we can take care of. And since we're both disabled and stuff. Yesterday, Brad made a comment, I was actually walking better than him. I found my other pink tennis shoes. I have these pink tennis shoes, and I think they're by Danskins. And I love them. And they're kind of a bright pink with bright neon yellow shoelaces. But they are the most comfortable walking shoes that I have ever had. And, I mean, I feel a lot more sure-footed with them on. But I couldn't find one for a long time. Well, I've been cleaning out stuff out of our bedroom, spring cleaning. And I found the other one. I was so excited. So Brad never knows what the bedroom's going to look like when he comes home. Right? Because usually I seem to be Saturdays. I'm just about done in there, though. I have just a couple little things to do. But I put like all the shoes together and, in one tote. And, because we don't have that many shoes. We are not shoey people.
Shoe horse.
Yeah, I mean, if I have one comfortable pair of tennis shoes, I figure that's enough. And no offense to anybody that loves to collect shoes. But I just not really a shoe whore. I just, neither is Brad. I mean, there for a while he had more pairs of shoes than I did, though, because he was always trying to find a pair of shoes that would be comfortable. And he even had a very expensive pair of the diabetic shoes that they make for you. You go in and they have you step on that funky foam stuff, and it molds your feet, and all the measurements and everything. And they didn't last any longer than regular shoes, and they didn't really feel any better. So he just went back to buying shoes. He needs he needs a size E for width. He has very, very wide feet. They're kind of like duck feet. And, so he needs that. And so he just goes to normal commercial. If you're wondering what I'm doing, is I'm taking this hat off. I'm sewing up gathering up the top of the hat. Is what I'm doing. Then I'll turn it inside out and I'll cinch it up. We'll get to see that. Oh boy. Now it's all the way off. And I'll cinch it up some. I'm going to have to work this over because, like I said, it's a bigger hat, so it takes a little bit more to cinch up. Then you take it, you turn it, and you start cinching it up. Just a drawstring effect. That's all it is. Real easy. And then you start sewing it closed. Go across, and then, catty corner. Go across. My friend Mary tagged me in this. The coolest thing, there's this little 11-year-old boy, and he's adopted. I don't know where he's adopted from. But anyway, his aunt he calls him auntie. His auntie gave them a huge bag at his house of different crafts. Well, in there was a crochet needle, a crochet hook. And so he asked his mom what it was, and his mom showed him on YouTube, brought up some YouTube videos of what it was and stuff, and he fell in love. And he started watching a few tutorials. And that little 11-year-old boy, he'll sit there without even looking, and he is so fast, number one. And he makes the most beautiful things. And, honey, he is so bad with that, with the crocheting. How they have his mother said that you have to, with most kids, tell them no electronics at the table. They have to tell him he has to put down the crocheting.
That's funny.
Yeah. But he is just amazing. And then now he's donating a lot of the stuff.
Very cool.
It was really cool. It was cool. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, on my normal Facebook page, go check out my timeline and you'll get to see that article because it's really incredible. I shared it again because I just thought it was so neat, But yeah, he is so fast, and he'll be sitting there talking to you, looking at you, and he's just flying. It's just incredible stuff he does. Real intricate things, and then real, like the real thick ones and stuff, blankets, everything. He makes everything. So, but anyway, this is his hat. I haven't tucked in the strays yet, but this is the hat. You guys just saw me sew it closed. I haven't put a button on it yet. I think I'm going to make a crocheted flower to probably put a button, it's a big size. This is an extra large hat. So I'll make one more baby one today, and I'll be caught up, I think, with my submissions for the art challenge. Because they are allowing you to do, anything you do now, so I'm glad. This is the second month that we fools decided to do this. We started with 1 month, and then it was supposed to be February, and then I liked it so much, I'm like, I love this so much, why don't we just do another month? So who's slacking? Who's being the slacker? Me. Right, honey?
Yep.
Yep.
It's all you.
It's all me. So, drop me a comment below. Let me know what you guys have all been up to. Craft-wise, or, health-wise, or just life-wise. I mean, you might not think you have anything real interesting to tell me, but believe me, it is. It is interesting. I mean, the most nominal thing is like, yep, I got you. I feel that way too, I mean, our days off aren't that thrilling, are they, honey?
Nope.
We're just doing the best we can right now with his pain and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to write him and say, oh, we have to go do this and that, just because I feel better. Because there's been times where he's felt good and I haven't felt good, and we end up just kind of staying home. And that's fine, That's fine. I don't care as long as we're together. Right, honey?
Exactly.
As long as we're together, I mean, better for worse in sickness and in health. Good times, bad times, in between times.
Well, you know what? We always make allocations for each other.
Mm-hmm. Without
making each other feel bad.
Yeah, without begrudging that person doesn't feel good, and So, anyway, I'm gonna get off here. But I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship very much. Each friendship is extremely important to me. The communication back and forth. Even if we don't always agree on things, sometimes just agree to disagree. As long as that communication keeps going. And I think you guys are awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.